Adele Laurie Blue Adkins, born on May 5, 1988, is a global musical sensation whose voice has become synonymous with raw emotion, unfiltered vulnerability, and stunning vocal power. From the very beginning, Adele has captivated millions not with gimmicks or over-the-top theatrics but with authenticity. Her voice is the heartbeat of her artistry, and that heartbeat resonates with fans across continents. So, how exactly does Adele's voice connect with millions? Let's dive into the story of one of the most iconic voices of our time. From the moment she released her debut album 19, Adele's voice set her apart. At just 19 years old, she sang like someone who had lived 1,000 lives. The first time most of the world heard Adele was probably through the heart-wrenching ballad Chasing Pavements. It wasn't just a good song, it was an experience. Adele didn't just sing, she made you feel. Her voice is a rich mix of soul, jazz, and pop, but with a unique quality that is entirely hers. She doesn't rely on vocal gymnastics or flashy runs. Instead, Adele uses her voice as an emotional vessel. Every lyric she sings is coded in honesty. When she performs, it feels like she's sharing a secret one that you've felt before but never found the words to express. And that's what makes Adele timeless. She taps into a universal feeling: heartbreak, longing, love, regret, healing, and wraps it in melodies that cling to the soul. Songs like Someone Like You, Hello, and Easy on Me don't just chart globally because they're catchy. They chart because they strike a nerve. Her delivery is deeply personal, and in that intimacy, we find ourselves reflected. Let's talk about Someone Like You. Released in 2011 as part of her breakthrough album 21, this ballad became an anthem for heartbreak. But it's more than just a breakup song. It's about loss, closure, and the painful beauty of letting go. Her voice in this track is restrained yet filled with emotion. She doesn't belt for the sake of drama, she sings with precision, choosing moments to let the pain rise to the surface. Adele's connection with her fans goes beyond just her records. Live, she is magnetic. Unlike many pop stars, Adele's concerts don't come with a light show or elaborate choreography. They come with a piano, a spotlight, and that voice. Her storytelling in between songs is often humorous and humble. She laughs, she swears, she shares awkward moments. She's real, and in an industry often accused of being plastic, Adele feels human. A huge part of Adele's vocal identity lies in her technique, a mastery of breath control, diction, and phrasing. Classically trained in the Brit School for Performing Arts and Technology, the same institution that produced artists like Amy Winehouse and Leona Lewis, Adele honed her natural gift into something unstoppable. Yet, she never sounds calculated. Her voice remains raw even when technically perfect. Her tone is warm and husky. She can caress a note with subtle vibrato or unleash a controlled belt that sends chills down your spine. But even more impressive is her phrasing, the way she stretches syllables or pauses at just the right moment to let a lyric land. She knows how to serve a song's emotion rather than just its melody. Her second album, 21, took the world by storm. It wasn't just a successful record, it was a cultural moment. Inspired by a painful breakup, the album became therapy for millions. It was a masterclass in emotional storytelling, and Adele's voice carried every wound, every sigh, every ounce of heartache. Songs like Rolling in the Deep introduced a more aggressive tone, a soulful, drum-heavy anthem that revealed a fiercer Adele. Still, the emotion stayed central. That signature gravel in her voice, the slight crack, when she hits a high note it feels earned, not manufactured. Set Fire to the Rain brought even more drama. The way her voice builds in that song, it's like a storm. You feel it coming, you brace yourself, and when the chorus hits, it's thunder. That's Adele's power. She builds anticipation, not with production, but with presence. It's also worth mentioning that Adele has faced vocal challenges. In 2011, she had surgery on her vocal cords, a risky procedure that could have affected her career. But she came back stronger. That resilience is part of her story too. She didn't let it break her, she used it as fuel. She learned how to care for her voice better. She trained, healed, and returned to the stage with even more control and power. Now, let's look at her evolution. With 25, Adele took on themes of nostalgia, forgiveness, and motherhood. Hello became a viral sensation not just for its meme-worthy lyrics, but for the sheer emotional gravity she delivered. That opening piano note, followed by her low, haunting call, "Hello, it was all we needed." That one word and the world froze. Even when exploring themes of maturity and reflection in 25, Adele kept her vocal storytelling front and center. Her voice sounded more lived in, more weathered, but in a beautiful way. Like a well-worn leather journal that's only grown richer with time. Then came 30, perhaps her most vulnerable and experimental album to date. This was Adele Unfiltered. She opened up about divorce, co-parenting, therapy, and trying to make peace with herself. The single Easy on Me was a quiet storm. Soft, simple, piano-driven, but devastatingly honest. Vocally, she sounded both stronger and more fragile. A paradox that only Adele can balance. Her voice was like a diary entry sung aloud, brave and trembling at the same time. That kind of honesty, it can't be taught. It can only come from someone willing to show their scars. And millions listened. Adele's success isn't just about charts or awards, though she has plenty. It's about the people who say her song got me through a breakup, or I played that at my wedding, or even that song helped me grieve. Her voice is the soundtrack of real human moments. Let's not forget, Adele is not a media machine. She doesn't drop albums yearly. She disappears. She lives. She writes. And when she's ready, she returns and we listen. That kind of trust between artist and audience is rare, and it's earned through authenticity. There's a sincerity in her that can't be replicated, and it starts with the voice but extends to the person behind it. Her vulnerability isn't performative, it's instinctive. You can hear it in the trembling note of a chorus and see it in the way she wipes away tears on stage. And fans love her for it. They love that she doesn't conform to industry expectations, that she speaks with a Cockney accent 1 minute and sings like a goddess the next. That she can joke about her weight or awkward moments at the Grammys and still command the stage like a queen. Adele is proof that you don't need to be manufactured to be magical. You just need to be real. So, how does Adele's voice connect with millions? It's not just the technique, though, she's mastered that. It's not just the songs, though they're beautifully written. It's not just the production, though, it's top tier. It's the truth. When Adele sings, she tells the truth. About pain, about love, about regret, about healing. And in that truth, millions see themselves. That's the magic. That's Adele. And that's why her voice will continue to echo for generations to come. Because when you sing with soul, you don't just make music. You make meaning. And Adele, she makes it beautifully. Thanks for watching Entertainment Edition. If you felt something today, a tug at your heart, a memory, a chill down your spine, then you know the power of Adele's voice too. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the legends and icons who move the world with music. Until next time, keep listening, keep feeling, and never underestimate the power of a voice that tells the truth.